It's on the market with Kent Brown from lepage, Team Realty. How are you?
Kurt, excellent.
You've been busy. I know you want to give a little shout out, first of all, to some real estate agents who you were out with yesterday.
We had a wonderful day. It was the Ottawa Real Estate Board annual golf tournament. We raised money for local shelters. We raised $26,500 yesterday. Couple that with other money throughout the year, we've got a great check. We'll be going out to some great shelters.
Do you put it towards shelters all over the city?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And those shelters are nominated by realtors, and some of the funds are matched by the Ontario Real Estate Association. So we do well with that.
If people are seeking shelter in the form of a new home, the market's pretty awesome right now. It's going along nicely.
It's very good. We had a great April, as you know, a record April. May not catch last May, which was the greatest month ever, but it'll be up there, and June is starting out very hot. So April, May, June this year, I think will rival just about any April, May, June we've had.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Lots of properties available.
Lots of properties available still, as we've talked about, interest rates, under 3%, which is staggering. But when you've got lots of properties to view and you've got time to look at them right now, and great interest rates, it's a great time to be out in the market.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to do a whole lot of shopping around. I know it can get a little frustrating for people searching for a home sometimes.
You can look at a car and there's only so many things. Homes are so different. There's just so much to look at, whether it's townhouses, an end unit, or it's a premium lot, or you've got, is the basement finished? Look around. Find what you really want.
Yeah. Make sure you're in love with the place before you make that.
You could be there a while.
Yeah, exactly, the big decision. We're going to talk about disclosure this morning. Give me a quick definition of what disclosure means.
Well, it's a complicated point, and I wanted to bring it up because there was an article in the papers this week just on what should I say or what shouldn't I say. As a home seller? If I'm selling my home, what should I be telling you as a buyer?
Right.
My cardinal rule has always been, personally, what would I want my mom to know if she was buying this house? Is there something she should know about it? Is there anything hidden? First off, if there's a hidden defect, you have to disclose it. If there's a crack behind the drywall and it's not visible and your building inspector can't find it, you have to disclose it.
Right, if you know about it.
As a homeowner, you likely would. Yeah. Because they're going to come back after you, later on if there's something you didn't disclose. Where it gets trickier is, let's say you had, as happened to my wife and I, we had a significant leak in our basement. The front steps moved up in the freezing, and water came into our basement.
Okay.
8 years later, now it was professionally fixed. Dumoulin Construction came in, they did it properly, gave us the receipt. 8 years later, we sell our house. We still disclose that we had a crack and there had been water come into our basement. Right. That's a given as well.
But there hadn't been for 8 years.
But there hadn't been for 8 years. So even if it's far in the past, you're best to disclose it.
Yeah. Well, there's legal ramifications that go with all of this, but I know what you're thinking, and you're thinking about the right thing to do.
And I think everybody should. The thing is today, if you disclose something, and we've had one where someone disclosed a crack, the neighbor said, well, they had those guys in, they had wet vacs all the time. We knew they had a crack in their basement. Now the buyer can go back on the seller. Get it out of the way. You don't want it to hinder a sale down the road.
No.
You want to be a good neighbor.
And you certainly don't want some lawyer calling you up 5 years down the road looking for it.
Worst thing. The other thing, though, where it gets iffy is, what if there was a murder in the house or someone died in the house?
Yeah, what's the details there?
It's a very gray area. Would you want, I would disclose it. I would say, listen, before I bought this home 6 years ago, there'd been a murder in the front yard. You're going to know. It's on the internet. Your neighbors know about it. They're going to find out. You don't want it coming up between the time of sale and the time of closing, because now you're in limbo. I would want, as a good citizen, for the buyers to know what I know about my house.
I think you're right about that. And oftentimes you look at some homes around town. Now, there's one in particular I see all the time, and I wonder why it won't sell, and it won't sell, and it won't sell. And I think to myself, something bad happened there.
Might have been. Might have a crack in the basement. We've got homes where a foundation is bent, because it was in sort of whatever land, and it's tougher to sell.
Yeah.
But if you buy it cheaper, disclose it, fix it, tell them what you've done, and be a good neighbor.
Better off in the long run. Absolutely. Listen, if you want some more information on how to purchase a home, how to sell a home, how to get a proper agent to look after your business, get in touch with Kent Brown and his team at lepage. Good to see you, my friend.
Kurt, always a pleasure.
Enjoy the hot weather today.
Thank you.
Good. That's good house shopping weather. Right? People have the AC on when you come in, huh?
I heard the weather report this morning, threw on my shorts.
Exactly. You're looking summary today.
I feel it. Thank you.